Meredith Gorman here, and are you still not subscribed to Matt's channel? Well, if you're not, hit the subscribe button because he's giving out free picks each and every week. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
NFL Week 8. NFL Week 8 is here, guys. On my way to Vegas after this video drops. Looking forward to that. Watching some games, watching the UFC fights down in Vegas. Can't wait for that. I'll be doing my Week 9 video from Vegas. So look out for that as well. I'll be looking at three games this week like usual. One being the Monday Nighter. Hopefully you guys jumped on that Monday Nighter last week, taking Seattle and the points. We'll be looking at Pittsburgh versus Cleveland, Dallas versus Minnie. Lots of drama in that game heading into it. And Giants at the Chiefs for the Monday Nighter. First week where we didn't hit either one of the plays. We didn't hit the outright underdog with the Eagles, and we didn't hit the teaser / money line parlay. We did hit the Monday Nighter. Hopefully you guys tailed that. Some other good information on the game breakdown, so hopefully you jumped on that as well. I had Eagles +3. I had them in a teaser, so that did not work out for me. I did luckily have the over in that game, over 48.5. That hit fairly easily. And Eagles didn't show up. They showed up late. They started playing better as of late. Even without Darren Waller, Oakland gets it. Las Vegas gets it done with Carr. Carr's playing well. Probably don't want to bet against Carr anymore unless it's a better spot. I thought it was a good spot for the Eagles coming there on the road. Losing Miles Sanders early. They went up 7-0 early. I was excited about that bet early. But they lost Miles Sanders early. I think he was a big part of that game plan. And when you lose him like that in the first quarter, it didn't help. So it would have been interesting to see if he stayed in the game, how much it would have helped. They had to put in some backup running backs that were terrible, and they couldn't get the job done. I was able to profit in the prop market. I focused more on the prop market. I only had two spread and total plays. It was 1-on-1 we went. But I was profitable in the prop market, attacking some receivers. Pitts, A.J. Brown easily went over. A.J. Brown was my top play in the prop market. We were able to hit on that. Let's get into the weekly update. Let's get into the weekly update for you guys. Every week I'm updating you guys. Every week I'm updating with all my sports. NFL was 20. We're on a 21-11 client run right now. All bets in the NFL. 5-2 on Underdog Outrights. I told you there's going to be some regression, guys, with the Underdog Outright, especially when I'm forcing to play a pick. This week will be a little different. I'll give you a couple options. Don't love anything, though, in the Underdog Outright market. And 4-3 money line and teasers. Monday night bets, 5-2. UFC 37-11 client run. That's 77%, guys, long term now. It's over a few months. 65% best bets over 2 years and just under 50 units. PGA, another outright winner last week with Hideki, guys, making it 5 outrights in the last 9 events. 69% best bets 2 years. 69% best bet 2 years and over 60 units in props. And just to let you guys know about the 5 outrights in 9 events, it's unbelievable. I've been betting on sports for a long time. I haven't seen anything close in the market to that, or even betting myself. So it's very exciting times right now. You can see the tickets here. They're all large bets. Even if you go back about 3 months, I hit another plus 4,500 outright with Harris English winning a tournament. So there's 2 plus 4,500 outrights within 4 months. But this is within the last 9 events, guys. 5 hours, the last 9 events. Hopefully, there's going to be regression, obviously, when you're trying to attack these big numbers. But we'll see what happens. I thought it was supposed to come already. It hasn't. We will see. NBA also a good start, 7-0, hot start. So let's try to keep that going. I have a pending play. Well, I'm doing the video tonight. I'll know by the morning. Guys, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. At System Capping. I post all my winning tickets there. I provide sports updates, talk sports information, and also some free picks as well. And systemsportscapping.com. Systemsportscapping.com is the website to become a client today. Sign up. I've been getting a bunch of new clients this month. I do appreciate you guys a ton. thank you for joining. Hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Hit that like button. I'm trying to grow on YouTube, trying to grow in Twitter. Subscribe to the channel as well. Comment. It does help me out a lot, guys. Let's get into the first game here. First game we're looking at. It is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers at Cleveland. -3.5 Cleveland, total 42.5. Fun divisional game here, right, this weekend with some question marks heading into the game. So I can't give you official play until I, hear what's exactly happening in this game. And it's on the Cleveland side of the ball. Who is playing, right? Pittsburgh, pretty healthy. They did coming off that bye, so keep that in mind. It seems Baker, he's 50-50 right now. I do lean that he does play, but it's not official. Wait till Friday, wait till Saturday to get that official. Hunt will be out. I know Kareem Hunt will definitely be out for this game. Chubb looks like he's leaning to play, and Conklin looks like he's leaning to play as well. They have good chances of playing. Steelers, they're fairly healthy after that bye, like I mentioned. So expect them to be rested and somewhat healthy for this big divisional game. Case Keenum filled in nicely for the Browns last week, but the real story was Johnson, who won them the game, in my opinion, running for 146 yards and a touchdown. That was 6.6 yards per carry. So it'll be interesting to see how they fit him in with Chubb back. And even when Hunt comes back, is he going to play at all, right? So that will be interesting. Landry was back, always a big addition when he's on the field. He came back, he had 8 catches last week. Odell should be back as well. I think he got hurt again. I just don't think he's playing 100%. I think he's always hurt and always playing banged up. But when he's out there, he's a threat and he has to be covered. Steelers D, hasn't been as good as advertised this year. After that Bills game, I thought that okay, they're living up to their hype. And then Watt got hurt, and then Bush got hurt. So, how are they playing at 100%, these guys? They're ranked 20th versus the pass, guys. I did not see that coming. That won't get it done for a team that needs to play good defense to be good. Even Geno Smith was able to put some yards and play well against them late there, and that game went to OT. The sacks have been there for them, are third in the league. And I'll have to be here this weekend to slow down the Browns. I didn't expect an average Steelers defense this year. Let's see if after that bye, has it helped? Has it helped after that bye? Are they a little more healthy? We'll have to see here. Maybe that's, the thing here, it's tough to run in the Browns. Browns playing good defense. Browns a lot better defense than the Steelers so far. It may be tough to run in the Browns, right? Harris hasn't been great for the Steelers, even though he had some flashes. He had a couple good games, but he hasn't been consistent for them this year. Browns ranked second against the rush. So it's going to be maybe hard to get Harris going here, which does worry me if you're on the Steelers side here. Only 3.5 yards per carry for the Browns this year. Trusting Ben to lead them to victory here because they can't run the ball is scary, in my opinion. Even though they have the weapons now, with Johnson and, of course, Claypool there as well. But this Browns defense, pass defense is good as well. It's going to be tough here for the Steelers to score a ton of points. They can get to the QB as well, right? Obviously, Myles Garrett leading the league in sacks. Ranked top 10, and the Steelers allow sacks. So it could be a long day for Big Ben. I have to look at the Cleveland side here, but you have to wait. You have to wait for the injury report, see who is playing. Remember, it is a divisional game. Pittsburgh coming off a bye. So I can't love Cleveland. I'd have to know Cleveland's fully healthy with all those guys that I mentioned back for me to pull the trigger on Cleveland. And total's tough here. Total is tough. I have to lean the over 42.5. But, I could easily see like a 17-13 game as well. So I'm not going to be on this game as of right now, but that could change when the weekend comes. Dallas -1 or Minnesota -2.5. The lines are going crazy in this one, guys. This afternoon I looked -1, and then I looked 10 minutes ago before I started my video here, and it was Minnesota -2.5. I don't know what your book is showing. I checked a couple books. It's leaning towards Minnesota, and it's looking like Dak may not play. Total 53 in this game. Dallas, obviously if Dak's playing, I like the Dallas side, but we just don't know if he's playing. So again, it's going to be like the Baker. You're going to have to wait to see. And it could be a game time decision. See if he gets that clearance. What I'm seeing here, he's going to have to pass some tests to play. Obviously, he wants to play. I read a couple articles. He wants to play. And if he does play, I like the Cowboys in the over. Cowboys in the over here. But, Vikings continue to play close games, either winning or losing them. But they mostly seem to be in fairly close games, even though they haven't looked great yet. They haven't looked great. Both teams coming off byes, so that will help. Both teams look fairly healthy, minus the Dak, of course. Vikings D actually, guys, has improved. And that's what the big difference is here. And that's why I think Vikings are squeezing our wins. Their D actually has improved and is playing a lot better than I thought it would. I had this defense ranked towards the bottom of the league coming into the year. And, they're getting to the QB, and I think that's the main reason here. They have 21 sacks, which is first in the NFL, and also number 1 in pressure. Okay, so that's key here. Now, I don't think that will affect Dak a ton. Solid O-line if everyone's there and healthy. I just think, obviously, if Dak's not playing, this Minnesota team, and that 2.5 is a great price. However, it's tricky because I'm surprised they just didn't take this game off the board if they don't know Dak's playing, because it's tough. Like, I'll take Mini if Dak's not playing, I'll take Mini at home minus 2.5. And then I would have to start looking at that under 53. So if you want to take a chance right now and bet that minus 2.5, because I think if Dak doesn't play, it moves to 3. It moves to 3 if Dak is confirmed not playing. And I think that total goes down as well. So if you want to take a chance, maybe try to read more into it to see if Dak actually will play. But if he doesn't play, yeah, I gotta definitely look at the mini side here. So wait and see on this one. But it's going to be a good game, exciting game. I wanted to see how Dak does against this new and improved Minnesota defense and this pass rush. But we may not get that, unfortunately. Monday nighter, Giants versus Chiefs, minus 9.5. Chiefs total 52. This Chiefs team isn't the Chiefs team anymore, guys. I've lost a couple bets on it. I'm sure most of you guys have as well, because we're thinking this Chiefs team is the same Chiefs team. It's not even the spreads. Because I know the Chiefs don't cover many spreads. It's money line plays or teasers that I've been losing on the Chiefs, and I lost a couple so far this year. And, that Titans game was embarrassing. Titans embarrassed them last week. And, you expect them to bounce back in this spot against the Giants at home. Now, Mahomes just hasn't been himself. That's the issue here, right? Not looking like the same guy. We know the turnovers in 6 straight games and has 9 on the season. His pass protection isn't great. Pass protection hasn't been great. Last week he got sacked 4 times and hit 9. So that's an issue. 9 interceptions is the most in the NFL. Giants D is all right. Right, it's all right. Leonard Williams is an issue there. He's playing well. Secondary's not bad. Now, they got to the QB last week. However, before that, towards the bottom of the league. So I think Mahomes will have time here. The issue is the KC defense, right? How bad is this KC defense? I think it's one of the worst I've seen. It is terrible, guys. It is so bad I wouldn't be surprised if Jones could score a bunch of points on them. They don't get to the QB. They are ranked last to getting to the QB, so they're going to struggle. They're terrible versus the pass, and you can run on them as well. They're just they're the worst defense in the league, guys. So, obviously Giants are always hurt on offense. You don't know who they're going to be playing. You don't know who's going to be in there. You're going to check that as well, but I think they're going to be able to score here. So I do think this total gets over the 52. I think Chiefs put up a ton of points too. I do think Chiefs win this game, but can I bet 9.5? No, I can't get to that 9.5, but I do think Chiefs win the game here, and I do think it goes over that 52. Let's get right into the underdog segment. A few options this week. I don't really like anything, guys, to be honest. So I'm not going to have an official a play against a record for this week, so I'm just letting you guys know that now. However, few to look at. So look at these plays here. I would look at Carolina. Carolina is a good look here, I think. Obviously playing without CMC, and how bad Darnold has been playing, it's tough, right? It's tough to get to them, but I think their defense is good enough to steal a win here and a bounce back from Darnold after getting pulled. That's an option. Am I betting it? No. Steelers on the road is a possibility as well, especially if Baker doesn't play, so watch out for that. And, the small dog with the Titans. Titans just beat the Bills and KC back-to-back, but they're at home, so it could be different here on the road. And Colts are in a desperate, this is a big game for the Colts. Obviously a big game for Titans as well. It's a divisional game, and it could factor in who wins this division. But I think this is a good spot for the Colts at home for them to get a win. Check the injury report on that as well. Those are the only three options. I've been hearing some Saints rumbling as well. It's hard to bet against Tom Brady and the Bucs, so I can't get there. But those are the three that have chances this week. Teaser. I'll give you a 2 and then another one that I like. I just mentioned the Saints. I think Saints plus 11 is an option. They almost made it here. But Titans plus 8. Titans plus 8 in a divisional game should be close, even if Indy does get a close win here. And Seahawks plus 3.5 at home. I think they bounce back, have a better performance than is the Jags, so they should be able to run the ball and play a little better than they have. So you get that plus 3.5, you get that over a field goal. Player props. I'll leave you guys with some player props to at least look at. I've been having some success with Pitts over. Kyle Pitts over in Atlanta. He's been back-to-back 100 games. So 100-yard games. So right now I'm sitting around 60. That wouldn't be a bad attack. Chase and Burrow props over have been money all year, guys. So look for Burrow props over, Burrow touchdown props over, especially against the Jets. Passing yards over and Chase receiving yards over as well. They're only out on a 1 or 2 books, so it's not around the market yet. And Jonathan Taylor and Henry rushing props is a look as well. I think that's going to be a rushing battle in Indy. Taylor over. I hit a live rushing prop last week on Taylor over. So take a look at that. I think Taylor is probably around 70 yards, I'm guessing. So I would look at that over. And Henry, it's always around 100, but he usually gets there. That will do it, guys. That will do it. Next video you see from me will be from Vegas and California, for the UFC at least. I'll be going back and forth between Vegas and California for the week, so looking forward to that. Not really looking forward to the travel and getting on a plane again, but hey, you got to do it, and I'll be doing it this weekend. All right, guys, like I always say, we'll obviously enjoy the Week 8 card, and like I always say, bet smart and know your limits. Take care.